Hey guys, welcome back to Phil Plays TCG. Today we are doing another Market Watch video for the Dragon Ball Super Fusion World card game because with set 3 being out for, oh god, almost 2 weeks now at this point, there's been plenty of product out there. We've had some time for prices to fluctuate a little bit, and I've got a little bit of I have some opinions that I like to give out based on the prices we are going to be seeing. So hopefully this will be a fun video, give you a little bit of insight on the state of the Dragon Ball Super Fusion World card game. So yeah, before we hop into the video though, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We are on our way to 3,000 subs. We finally hit our 2,000 sub mark. We are getting there slowly but surely every single day, and I really appreciate any and all support you guys are willing to give, especially if you do like the Dragon Ball Super Fusion World content we have here on the channel. So, typical YouTube stuff out of the way, let's talk about the card game here. Excuse me. So, first we're going to go over the promo scene. Basically, what are the promo cards looking like in the game? Because now that we've gotten, three sets of promos, we've had quite a few regionals. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So, I have this priced I have this sorted from high to low. It looks like the most expensive card in the promo set is going to be the Fusion World top 64. Was this top 64? No, top 64 was Vegeta. I believe this is top 32 got this card. It's either top 32 or top 16. But basically, this Goku here, it is a reprint of an older card, but I love the artwork on this card. Currently, a near mint version of this goes for about $226. Market value is around $160, but the lowest price is about $226. Highest is $500. That is crazy. But if we were to look at the recent sales here, this card sold, the last time this card sold was on the 10th of August. So, whoa, man, about 19 days ago, almost 3 weeks ago. And it sold for about 201. It hasn't been selling for this high of price, but we don't have a whole lot of listings available. Then, of course, we have the top 64 Vegeta here that you got at the same regional event. Basically, looks like the lowest is 120, while the highest is 350. For some reason, this card just isn't as popular as the other one, which makes sense. It's a little easier to get this card. But the last time this card was sold was actually quite a few were sold on the 14th of this month, but for the highest was 139. So this card's still selling pretty well, but hasn't seen a sale in about 2 weeks. This one here is the Ultimate Battle Vegeta. This one was given out for winners of the Ultimate Battle that we had last month. And yeah, this card is beautiful. It's actually holding its own pretty well in comparison to a lot of other gold card promo cards we've been getting. Because the Ultimate Battles were like these special events held at locals. Looks like the last time this card was sold was actually yesterday at $60. So this card's actually selling fairly well at the $60 to $65 mark. Lowest right now is sold for $61, while the highest looks like is being sold for $108. So honestly, not bad. And those are like the top three. Other cards you see here, you're seeing the more regional promos. The Cell Games Arena art. We have the Gold Bobbity, Gold Goku. This one actually I have, and I'm pretty happy that I have it. I got that at the last Peoria regional I went to. And then you have Time Rewound. So a couple older promos are still holding pretty well, but a lot of the newer ones are where you're going to see a lot more value there. Like I said, Cell Games, the new Gold Bobbity, Trunks GT, the Lonesome Final Battle. Hell, even Hercule and Gohan, Days of Training and Hercule here are holding their own. Even the non-gold version of these cards are still selling fairly well. Almost $13 for a silver foil Bobbity. It's going for like $8. Trunks is 11. Days of Training 10. And this is probably because there hasn't been a whole lot of regionals to get these cards, so supply is fairly low. But next, we actually have the tournament winner cards from the new set 3 kits that you'll get at your locals. Right now, though, at market price is a bit higher. It looks like Pan GT. I actually won this card at my last locals for getting second place. Pan GT is doing not great. Lowest listing is about $6, highest is about $9. It looks to be selling fairly consistently, but looks like last sold was yesterday at $7.75. So never mind, this card is selling, but it's just, you know, not worth quite as much. Now this is the card I do want. I do want a couple of these winner cards here. The Great Saiyaman Skillless card just looks hype. I love the artwork on this card. Selling for around almost $10. Highest is, wow, yeah, we're really kind of just sitting at that, you know, $9.75 mark. The card is selling pretty consistently because a lot of players who are running the Satan City package do need to run this card. So we'll go on to the next page here. We won't spend too long on each section, but at least kind of want to give you a good example of what we're looking at. Sealed product still holding decently well. Then we have the winner Deborah you got in the set 3 kit, and same thing going around $6. You have some other silver foil. Actually, no, that is the gold foil. Saved by a Barrier. This card's actually been putting in some decent work. This gold Vegeta is doing pretty well too. The winner card for Cell, oh my god, for set 3 is only, it's kind of hard. Hold on, let me move the camera slightly. There you go. You're gonna see it over here is $4. Oh no. This is a great opportunity if you were looking to bling out your Goku Black deck with some promo cards. These cards are definitely needed. You have the tournament promo Android 17 and 18 going for about 6. Oh, they love the artwork on Blue Power Awakening. The Ultimate Battle Participation Frieza is going for about 4. There's a gold winner Goku from set 2 going for about $4. Then we have some of the new cards from the set 3 kit. They're not too crazy, going for about $1 each. You know, Cell from the A-Drop Cell, Skillless Gohan. You prefer girls with short hair. I really like the artwork on this card, and it's actually the most expensive of the non-gold artwork. But yeah, promo cards for the most part are doing fairly well. I think if we jump to the last part here, we're gonna get some more. Yeah, here we go. These are just ones that don't have any, there's no market price available. This is the new top 64. I think this is the top 64 tournament promo Goku. And I really like the artwork on this card. It's going for about $150. There's no listings. There's no sales though at that price. There is one currently available, but no one seems to be buying it for the $150. Then we have, of course, the Bardock. I believe this is the top 32 or top 16 participation pricing. Selling for $300, or at least the listing price for $300. Card looks sick, and it's one of the few cards that we get in this set that actually shows, you know, Super Saiyan Bardock. But I mean, it is the reprint of that card, so it makes total sense. One listing at $300. Not a lot of people seem to be selling this card, and there are no sales at this price. So this might be a little bit inflated. Excuse me. A couple more gold cards like the Son Goku set 3, It's Over, the silver versions of some of the promo cards. Not a lot of cards seem to be selling for that much, or at least not many people are willing to sell their cards. So let's hop over to set 1. It's been a while since we looked at set 1, or I guess it's been a while since set 1 has come out. So let's take a look at some of the pricing here, or some of the prices here. The God Rare has dropped down to about $420. $420. Nice. It's fair. Spoiler alert, all the God Rares seem to have fallen around the 400 to 450 range. And I think that's totally fair pricing for these cards. You know, if we look at the One Piece TCG, a lot of their manga rares have drifted down from like the 1000 range to like the 600 range. So it makes sense. The people who really, really want this card have already got it. People have bought them. People have pulled them. They're happy to keep them. Makes sense the pricing has stayed around there. You can get a box of... Also, the box price has gone up for set 1, looking at $74 a box. I remember when these were dropping down to like $40, $50. They have gone back up. Do we have any sales? Yes, actually. The boxes are selling for about that $75 range. Awesome. Awesome. Then, of course, we have the leaders here, usually the most expensive cards in the set. And it appears that Gohan is the most expensive leader still in set 1, being, almost $60, followed by androids, which is surprisingly, with androids doing as well as it has, the android leader hasn't exploded in price. Still sitting around $43, the market price of about $55. Goku Black is the third most expensive leader, which Goku Black did put in some work in the set 2 format. Then we have set 1 Red Goku coming in at about $36. Trunks at about $32. Beerus, same thing, around just a penny shy of $33. Once again, surprised that Beerus isn't more expensive with how well he has done in the meta. Then we have the Alter Art Secret Rares right over here, the Gohan and the UI Goku, both sitting at about $19. For an Alter Art Secret Rare, that's really, really good. But to be fair, these Secret Rares haven't been putting in much, haven't been making an impact in the meta. They were pretty much usable in set 1 only. Goku is doing okay in set 2, but in set 3, I don't see a reason to run these cards. Maybe run a one-of Goku in like a Jiren deck. Then we have the Alt Art SRs. Oh, actually, sorry, I forgot the last 2 leaders here. Cooler and Ginyu. Unfortunately, Cooler being, probably the worst leader in the game. His Alt Art leader is super, super cheap at only $14. I own one of these. My brother has it currently in his possession. But I love the artwork on this card. This card looks beautiful. I want to invest in Cooler. I think eventually he will kind of find his niche. So if you are looking to get a copy of the Alt Art leader, now is the time. $15, you can't go wrong. It's a beautiful card. Same thing with Ginyu. Ginyu has popped up here and there, and getting its Alt Art for $15, I'm probably gonna have to pick up a copy of the Alt Art because I would love to own at least one of every Alt Art leader. And right now, I own all the blue leaders. I own the Goku, the Cooler. My brother has Gohan, I think still. I don't know if he sold it. Next, we have the Alt Art SRs, Goku Black, still being a really popular end-game finisher for blue deck. So sitting at about $14, though, that's very cheap. Same thing with Android 18. She's a staple in Android's decks and a lot of other green builds. So surprisingly, I'm surprised she's only 14. Secret Rare being at 14. This card is absolute gas at almost $12. Overall, the SRs for this set are sitting around, less than $10 for a lot of the alt arts, and that's awesome. I have noticed, though, that they have been going up in price. For example, if you look at this My Alt Art, this used to be like a $5 card. It's now going back up a bit because, one, it's really, really cheap, and it's a really, really good. It's Blue's best Self-Awakener by far. And if you look at the pricing here, it went down quite a bit, but it is slowly on the uptick. I think right now is a great time to start buying alt art cards from previous sets because I do believe they will eventually, they will go up in price later on. But right now it's just a great time to just, bling out your deck. So we'll end with set 1. Set 1 still looks to be if you buy a box at $70 and you get 2 alt art cards, let's say on average about $10. That's $20 right there. If you pull a secret rare, that's about another, 10 to $15. You're still at a loss if you buy a box, unless you pull an alt art leader, which there's always a chance, but I still think it is worth grabbing a box of the previous set. Especially if, right now is a great time to get into this game. And let me look at some of the alt art cards here. $7. SRs, this card used to be a couple cent, less than $1. Now it's gone back up to almost $6 because it's that good. SRs are starting to, fluctuate at a relative price, $5, $4. Hell, this uncommon's $1.50 because it's just that good of an uncommon card. I think right now is a great opportunity to get into the Fusion World card game because these prices are so cheap. You can buy singles, buy boxes. I think either way, you're going to be happy with that. Next, let's head on over to set 2. Once again, the the God Rare has dropped down about $400 with a market price of about $780. I love this God Rare. It's so cool looking. Lowest price is $400. Highest price is going to be over $500. It is selling at around that $400 price point though, which is fair. Like I said, a lot of people who wanted this card already own it. Cases, $600 for a case. That's insanely good. Then you have the boxes. The boxes for set 2 are not really retaining their value as well. They did recently do a reprint of this set, so there's a bit more of set 2 out there, but about $52 for a box. I actually think $52 for a box is not bad, because especially since the fact that a lot of alt art cards and the SCRs are worth a little more in this set, so I actually think that's a pretty dang good price. Speaking of the alt arts and leader cards, SCRs, we have Cell being the most expensive leader in this set at about $47. Cell is a really good deck. If you haven't looked at the deck profile I did with Jamaid, he's shown off that Cell is really solid leader right now, and to pick up the alt art leader for a pretty good price, I'd do it. Same with Vegeta here. Vegeta is only going to get better as this game goes on because he's one of the 2 best generic yellow leaders. And for $40 for an alt art leader, I love it. I love this art. It's sick. Then you have the Top Coup, his fall from grace, being the most expensive leader in the set. Now he's down to only $28 card. How the mighty have fallen, but he is still. I think he's gotten better with the new support we got. He's still not busted. Thank God he's not busted anymore. But he's okay. And to pick up, I love this artwork, and for him to only be $28, I think is a solid price on it. The alt art secret rare Vegito. I love this card. It's so dang good. People have made fun of the fact that his face looks kind of odd in this, but the artwork on this card, besides that, is phenomenal. Being like $64 for an alt art secret rare is, I think this is one of the best alt art secrets, if not the most expensive alt art secret rare in the game right now. Fantastic card, specifically since the normal Vegito is still almost $34. This has gone up because it's a blue staple card at this point. You usually run 2 to 3 copies of this card in every blue deck. So if you pull one of these in your box at $52, like you're good. You made your money. It's worth the money. I mean, the alt art Zamasu leader, $24, almost $25. Not amazing. He has fallen a little bit off the bandwagon, but if you haven't checked out the deck profile I did with Dane on his near undefeated Zamasu list, you should go check that out. I still think Zamasu has a great opportunity to be the best control deck, if not the only control deck in this meta. So picking up a leader for $25, I think is awesome. Alt art Frieza, love this artwork. It's a steal. $17 for this card. You're really only running maybe like 1, possibly 2 copies of this card in your deck, but it's such a good card for $17. If you want to trick out your deck, there you go. The alt art cards for this set, I feel like have hold their own a little bit better than the set 1. This card is a staple in most yellow decks, so the fact that you can alt art this card for $17, some people might think that's a little much, but I think this artwork is gorgeous. And I think, $17, the card's holding its value, and we like to see that. Vegeta, he's not as much of a staple as Goku is, but I still think he is pretty darn good. And this artwork of him molly-whopping Frieza is always great. And the fact that you can pick this card up for about $12, $14, it's a good card. Vegito, staple in blue. I have seen this card going up a bit over time. It was about $17, $21. Now it's going down. It's slowly starting to go back up again. I actually just bought one of these a couple days ago, but you're seeing that, the $12, $14, it's starting to go up in price again because why? Like I said, this is a staple in most blue decks now you want to run 4 of. So if you want to trick out your deck, there you go, $15. Gohan, fantastic card at $12. I think that's a great card. It's one of the best red cards we've gotten lately. Bulma, solid card at $11. Cell artwork at $850. Zamasu, oh my god, this card. I have a playset of this card. I got him for like 12 bucks each. Worth it. This card art is amazing. I love it. I love the eyes. For less than 10 bucks, this card is fantastic. Normal Secret Rare Frieza going for about $840. Blisters are selling for $750 each. Crazy. Now we look at the normal the normal SRs. Not look at those guys. Vegito over here sitting at $5. Damn. This is like the staple SR cards are a couple bucks each, but like for good reason. They're fantastic cards. Like I said, Vegito and Goku are staples in their colors at this point. Same thing with Gohan. Cell being only 42 cents is kind of crazy. A lot of red cards lost their value after Topku got nerfed. But yeah, like for the most part, I think your SRs are going to hold their own. And if you were to buy a box of Blazing Aura at $51, I think for the most part that is a great investment. You're going to get a lot of cards out of it. Hopefully you don't pull really bad alternate arts like, the Zamasu. I still love the artwork on these cards. They just don't really see a whole lot of play lately, so their value has dropped, but I think it's worth it for sure. Second to finally, we have the new set Raging Roar. Like I said, it's been out for a little over 2 weeks at this point, almost 2 weeks. And God, I can't even remember. I'm thinking maybe like pre-release, because I bought most of my product at pre-release weekend. So a case of this set is $500, which I think is, good lord, that's a steal. We spent $400 just buying 4 boxes at launch. So to get a case for $500, I don't know if that's like a resealed case. I'd have to get like pictures on that to confirm. Oh my lord. I just saw the $30 for a box. I'm like, are you kidding me? Unopened $31. Oh, it's a half a box. Okay. They're trying to sell half a box for 30. Yeah, crazy. Unopened boxes for 47. This is the best deal you're going to get, like hands down. The SCR is the God Rare in this set is the most expensive right now at little under 450, which makes sense. It's the newest card, and it's also one of the more it's heavily playable in black. The card art on this is fantastic. I love this art. It's awesome. The pull rates for this one don't seem to be as well. I don't see this card being shown off or sold on the marketplace very often, or at least on the Facebook marketplace, so maybe it's a little harder to pull this time around. Then of course we have the Alt Art Leaders and Alt Art Secret Rare. We'll start with the Alt Art Secret Rare here. This card is incredibly playable. You have to play 4 of in black in order to have the deck be at its maximum potential, which of course is raising the price of it. At $51 though, like it's not as expensive as Alt Art Vegito. And you don't even need to run a full playset at that point. So this is an interesting, like I love the art on this card for sure. This used to be like over $100 though, so it has seen a significant price drop. Then of course you have the Alt Art Leaders for this set. You have Alt Art GT Goku, which is a great looking card. Love it. Sitting at the most expensive spot at a little under $55. Then, of course, second place, you have Hellku, Deadku, Angelku, Haloku, whatever you want to say it. I love this card. I own this card. I bought mine for about $60. It has gone down to about 52. And it is selling at about that $50 to $55 mark. The card is... This is a very popular deck. It hasn't been topping as well. Like, neither has GT Goku. It hasn't been doing amazingly well in the meta, but it is a very, very awesome leader. Next, of course, we have Jiren. My buddy pulled 2 of these out of his 4 boxes he bought, which was hilarious. Jiren actually has been surprisingly doing well in the meta, mainly because people don't understand his ability all that well, and I think it is causing them to mess up, misplay. But for about $42, a little under $41, over $41, I think this is a great card to pick up. And if you're looking to, invest in Jiren stock, I think this is a good opportunity. The Secret Rare Goku, once again, like I said, this card is mandatory 4 of in any black deck, so it has retained its value. Plus, it seems to be a little harder to pull. I have yet to pull an actual one of these out of the 4 to 5 boxes I've opened. And that's just insane to me. I ended up buying one for my buddy so I can have just one for my collection, but the card's amazing. Next up we have Piccolo. I did end up pulling this Piccolo leader. I love Piccolo as a character. He's one of my favorites, but I just don't have any desire to build his deck. So I ended up trading it to my buddy for his pulled Majin Buu. And it is unfortunate Majin Buu, with all the trash talking we content creators are doing, his alt art leader is not sitting pretty at about $18. I think this is a great pickup though. I love the artwork on this card. It looks beautiful in person. But I think it's a good time to pick up some of the alt art leaders at a low price because, you know, if they go up in price, I think alt art leaders are always a great investment later on. Plus, it just makes your leader look really cool if you decide to play that deck later down the road. Piccolo, I forgot to mention, sitting at $26, not doing the hottest. I think out of all the alt art leaders, because you got the 5 leaders, sorry. Yeah, Piccolo's second to last because his deck archetype isn't very good either. The alt art secret rare for Gohan, beautiful card. I didn't realize this card has dropped so low, less than $20. I think for collector's purposes, this card is amazing. I love the artwork on this card. For less than $20, absolutely, pick it up. Then we are looking at the alt art SRs. GT Goku, a very popular card. SS3 GT Goku, very popular card you're going to be wanting to play in the GT deck. Hell, in any black deck, I think. Sitting about $11. These two cards here are now supposedly staples in most blue decks, and you can get them both for around $10. That's pretty awesome. Alt-Art Bardock, wow, this card has dropped. Last time I saw this card was around $9. It has dropped down to less than $5. There's a couple listings that are closer to the $10 mark, but what's it selling for? Okay, last time it sold was yesterday. 4 copies were bought at $10. Hey, Dark Vassal, I know them. That's my buddy's shop. Jordan, what are you doing selling this card for so cheap, man? Pans, this is a pretty solid card in black decks as well at $7. Vegeta. Oh my god, I love this artwork so much. This is one of my favorite pieces of art in this game. Sitting around $8. Fantastic. SCR Gohan here at $8. It's a good SCR, but not amazing. Alt-Art Jiren sitting around $7. Boo, now here's where the sad part kicks in. Majin Buu sitting less than $3. I ordered one of these like last week at $13. So it's kind of hurtful to see it drop so low. Vegeta, Goku, Topo, and Piccolo all being $5 or less to me is kind of insane. Like, I don't understand these prices. Anyway, SR standard prices here. We have like the most expensive standard SR being SS3 GT Goku at $2. Bardock being about $150. Gohan, this is where we kind of get a little crazy here. Most SRs are going for less than $1 this set. So you can pick up play sets of every SR here for cheap. Absolutely cheap. Like $20 will get you most SRs. Hell, this rare card here has a higher market price than an SR does. Same thing over here. So what you're noticing here is a huge price drop off with the new set being very cheap. Except for like the alt-art leaders, this set for the most part is a very, very cheap set. Boxes being sold for very low. And this is why I think it is the way it is because unlike the previous 2 sets where we didn't have a whole lot of product at launch, we have so much product of set 3. It's like set 3 it's everywhere. Like I can go now to my Target and Walmart and I will see some blisters of set 3. I will go to my card shop, and my card shop has now like 16 boxes still of set 3. My workplace gets Dragon Ball Super cards in, and we got a couple boxes. So there's just more set 3 available. More people were cracking into set 3 and like chasing for the God Rare, of course, but also the fact that because the game now is in a great spot competitively. If you look at Eggman's events, you can see all the recent regionals we've had. There's a huge amount of diversity now in this format. We have, every color seems to be doing pretty darn well. Yellow's probably the least well, but like yellow's still a playable color and still very, very good. Set 3 has opened up a huge, Set 3 has basically been a turning point for this game where more people are starting to join the game, more people are buying product, and more people are selling it. So because there's more product available in the wild, prices are dropping. And I know a lot of investors or people that are looking into this game or scalpers that were getting into this game solely to sell and flip product. Sorry, sucks to suck, but this game is now in a very accessible spot to players. People getting into this game. This is the best time to get into Dragon Ball Fusion World. 100%. This is the best time because everything is so cheap. Boxes are cheaper. Card singles are cheaper. Like you can build communities now with this is a great time. So yeah, prices being this low for a new set is kind of bad at first glance, but when you think about it, this is a healthy point of the game. And eventually, once the market fluctuates a little bit, and it's been a couple more weeks, these card prices will fluctuate, and I do think a lot of these will go up in price once we figure out what's good in the meta, what's bad in the meta, and I'm happy that the game seems to be, more popular than ever after the awful top coup meta we were in. This is great. I'm loving it. I'm so excited for set 3. And finally, the last thing I'm going to show you guys is the energy markers here, because energy markers, I love them, but also hate them, because this used to be like, oh, you can get energy markers now participating at your locals. They since have changed that since set 1, and now you can only receive new energy markers by going to regional events. I get it. They're trying to get people to go to these things, but come on, like, not everyone has the ability to readily go to so many regionals to get these energy markers. But I think they are trying to make these energy markers a very collectible thing. Looks like right now, EO the set 301. I don't know what that is. They don't have pictures of the set 3 ones. Cell is surprisingly holding his own as an energy marker, which is crazy at $44. Zamasu over here, $26. Actually, I got this one right next to me here, so yeah, I got that Zamasu. Vegeta, 27, Goku at 29. Looks like all the new energy markers, of course, are going to be pretty darn expensive. Actually, you know what? I have the Goku one in front of me. He's EO302. EO302. Okay, right here. Okay, $38 for the Goku one at least. I bet this is GT. This has to be GT. Jiren? Maybe? I don't know. Surprisingly. Set 1, the best gold marker you can get is the Gohan marker, sitting around $10. Even the silver markers are holding their own from set 2 because they're harder to get. But yeah, energy markers are $5 for like $5 is the cheapest you probably see for a gold one, unless I turn the page here. Nope, $3.80, $2.40, $2, $1.30, $1. Oh man, I like markers for collection purposes, but damn, it's getting harder to get these. But anyway, that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for checking this out. Let me know what you think about the current state of the Fusion World card market down below in the comments. I would love to see your guys' opinions, and I'll get back to you guys in each comment as soon as I can. Try to keep it nice, try to keep it kind. I think this is a good spot. Fusion World is in a great spot competitively for new players. I really, really, really can see this game popping off. It just, more people got to give it a shot. It's a great game. I've got a lot of my One Piece players moving over to play it as their second game. It's a good time. It's a great time all around. So make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, guys.